of taxpayers now. Thank you
Former
very
President Jagdeo is suggesting that the Granger administration should either assume the shares of the private investors of the Berbice Bridge Company, Inc., BBCI, or pay the difference in the raised tolls that the BBCI is requiring.
The government should do one of two things, which was proposed to them in 2015. One, buy out the other shareholders, buy out people, so that more of the bridge becomes publicly owned, or secondly, subsidize the increase that should take place in the toll.
Yesterday, at his weekly press conference, Jagdeo stated categorically that he does not support raising the tolls on the persons crossing the bridge.
They may need a larger increase now, which I don't support. A larger increase now to offset that. So people in Berbice can't pay that large increase.
Today, in an exclusive interview with Channel 2 Headline News, I asked the opposition leader if he had shares in the BBCI or any company that has a vested interest in the bridge. Jagdeo said no, and he noted that not even the APNU coalition is making any such charges against him. Are you one of the shareholders in the bridge?
No. When they're up to now, you asking me these things? How am I one of the shareholders? Not even the government says this. Not even the government has said, and they hate me so much, that I'm a shareholder in the bridge. Because it is a non-issue. Not even this government that hates me so much will say that sort of silly thing. It offends me because even APNU, you think if I own anything in a bond or any of these things, APNU will be, that's the first thing that will be in the media. And you think they haven't investigated all of these things?
The former president took offense to my line of questioning, claiming that the questions about his financial involvement in the Berbice Bridge was a fishing expedition.
If anybody had an inkling of that, anybody had an inkling, you're trying to create a story.
I am speaking to you as a journalist. I am speaking to you on the record as a journalist. Oh, you mean I'm trying to create a story? That's what I do. The irate Jagdeo questioned if I asked any of the current government ministers about their financial investments.
Do you get even to ask Harman or Patterson or the others whether they're shareholders in these activities? You're giving a free pass to the government and then trying to dig up more where there's none.
When I cited the recent occasion in which I asked the Minister of Public Health, Valda Lawrence, about the multi-million-dollar controversial bond, Jagdeo said this.
Why didn't you ask her, does she receive money from the bond? Did you ask her that?
She was not the minister at the time. I would ask Jordan that.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's part of the same government. And so, does she receive money from the thing? From the Larry Singh? For continuing it? Because she is the minister now. She could easily say, I don't need this contract. That's what she said in Parliament. Alright, so it's signed illegally. Why didn't she terminate it? She's the minister now.
As we concluded our conversation, I again asked the PPP General Secretary if he has any financial investments in the Berbice Bridge. The question is, do you have any shares in any of the entities that own the bridge? It's not a fair question? You're a businessman. You're a businessman.
The answer is no. Now you change it to if I have a share in any of the entity. And the answer to that is no too.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks for watching Headline News. Leave a like or a comment below. And for updates on the latest news happening in Guyana, click the subscribe button.